We're going to have a screening and assessment. You're going to have to come up here, fill out a questionnaire, and be interviewed. Has she been going to AA, and did she show you proof of that?
I have seen the sheets, Judge. Yes, she's attending as required under her bond conditions.
Ma'am, is that what you would like to do?
Yes, Judge.
If you plead guilty to operating while impaired, here are the possible penalties. Up to $300 fines, 93 days jail, 360 hours community service, court costs, or all those, 4 points, license suspension or revocation in accordance with your record. Your vehicle could be, or might have to be immobilized depending upon your record. If you plead to distracted driving, that's a 0-point civil infraction. You understand that? It won't get reported. Do you understand that?
Yes, Judge.
And then I'm going to dismiss the open intox and the super drunk. You understand that?
Yes, Judge.
I want you to understand that you are presumed innocent. They have to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to remain silent. You have the right to a trial. In a trial, you have the constitutional right to a trial by a jury. You could subpoena your own witnesses. You could testify or remain silent. If you remain silent, the fact finder would be instructed that they could not hold that silence against you. If you plead guilty, you're giving up all those rights. You're giving up the presumption of innocence. You're waiving the requirement that the people prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand all of that?
Yes, Judge.
You fully understand everything.
Yes, Judge.
To the charge operating while visibly impaired, ma'am, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Were you operating a motor vehicle in West Jefferson near Campo in Brownstown, May 2nd of 26 at 2:30 in the morning?
Yes, Judge.
Prior to that, did you drink alcohol? And if so, what did you drink and how much? Nice and loud for me.
Yes, Judge. I had about 8 Busch Lights.
And was your ability to operate that motor vehicle impaired due to the consumption of the alcohol?
Yes, Judge.
In what way? Why were you pulled over by the police?
I hit a curb and wrecked my truck.
I'm sorry.
She stated she hit a curb, Your Honor.
You hit a curb when you were driving?
Correct, Judge.
Is that right, ma'am?
Yes, Judge.
Was there an accident then?
There was a one-car accident, her car, Judge.
What did you drive into then, ma'am?
The median.
A what?
The
Median in the road, Judge. There's a new median on West Jefferson.
All right, so you drove into the median and then the police came to the scene?
yes.
And were you administered a breathalyzer test at the police station, or was this a blood draw?
Blood draw, Judge.
Blood?
Yes, Judge.
And do you stipulate that the reading of .205 was an accurate reading for purposes of the plea?
The defense would stipulate, Judge.
I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm having a hard time.
Yes, Judge.
Are you on probation or parole right now, Ms. Trotter?
No.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No.
To the charge of distracted driving, you plead responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
Plea is accepted to distracted. Plea is accepted. I find it to be an accurate plea, operating while impaired. I'm going to go ahead and dismiss the super drunk charge on motion of the prosecutor, as well as the open intoxicants on motion of the prosecutor. I'm going to refer you for a screening and assessment. They're only requesting 168. I give 2 1/4 on the blood draw, but if that's the extent of their bill, that's what they're going to get. We're going to have a screening and assessment. You're going to have to come up here, fill out a questionnaire, and be interviewed. Has she been going to AA, and did she show you proof of that?
I have seen the sheets, Judge. Yes, she's attending as required under her bond conditions.
All right. I didn't realize the breathalyzer, I don't think, was this high. It's pretty high. I'll still keep it once a week, but I need full compliance. Do you understand that?
Yes, Judge.
All right, so let's get a sentencing date for you, Mr. Camilleri. What do you have for me, Heather?
July 15th at 8:30.
Is that good with you?
Yes.
Yes, Judge.
All right, we'll do July 15th at 8:30. I'm deferring the sentencing on the distracted. I'll sentence you at that time, but I do need you to come up to the court and meet with probation and fill out your questionnaire and be interviewed. Okay, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
All right. You seem very respectful. This is a lot of alcohol. We're going to make sure you don't have a drinking problem, okay? And take care of that, all right?
Yes, sir.
Good luck to you. Thanks, Mr. Camilleri. Have a good day.
Have a good weekend, Judge.
You too, thank you. Angela Ardith, Rice Day, 26B83884.
83363 on behalf of Mr. David Minor Reed. Sir, can you state your name and phone for the record?
David Minor Reed.
All right, so for purposes of arraignment, first of all, he has two charges here. Let me just double check. It looks like a super drunk and they alternatively charged OWI. Is that what happened?
That is correct.
And now he stands mute, waits for more reading on both of those. And then as I understand it now, he's going to plead guilty. I'll just put it on count 2, operating while visibly impaired, with the understanding that the OWI will be dismissed and the super drunk will be dismissed. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Is that what you want to do, Mr. Minor Reed?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you plead guilty to operating while impaired, did he execute an advice of rights form today?
I thought they gave me the other business. I'll have them fill it.
Here.
I'm sorry, we haven't filled it.
All right,
My apologies.
that's okay. Just have your, who's that? Your associate or your boss?
He is my boss. So if I may, this is Garrett Washington. I'm with the Young Lawyers section of the State Bar, and we're doing a program called Journey to Attorney. So we're helping young folks.
Nice.
I want to get to,
Are you a lawyer now?
not yet,
You took the bar?
not yet. He just graduated Oakland University, so
Oh, so you gotta go to law
he's
school.
going to the bar. Yep. We have a high school
Well,
graduate,
that's fantastic.
2 that are taking the bar in July.
That's fantastic.
We're hanging in there.
Mr. Minor Reed, just relax. I just am having a conversation here. I hope you didn't take you out to what's this restitution, Grosio, $670?
Yeah, that was,
What's that for?
my understanding was negotiated by the cost that was associated with getting Mr. Minor, but again, I would,
Call him Mr. Wayne. Sir, if you plead guilty to operating while impaired, the possible penalties are as follows. Up to $300 fines, 93 days jail, 360 hours community service, court costs are all 4 points. License suspension, revocation in accordance with your record, your vehicle could be, or might have to be immobilized depending upon your record. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you sign an advice of rights?
it's nice.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you read it and understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights, and we are not going to have a trial of any kind. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any questions before I ask how you proceed?
No, Your Honor.
To the charge of operating while impaired, how do you plead?
Yes, Your Honor.
Were you operating a motor vehicle in the township of Grosse Ile on January 10 of 2026?
Yes, Your Honor.
And prior to that, did you drink alcohol? And if so, what did you drink and how much?
I believe I had 2 or 3 Jack and Cokes.
What else?
That was it. And then maybe no more than 5. No more than 5 Jack and Cokes.
Okay, you said 2 to 3, and then you said no more than 5.
Yes.
So was it 5 or was it 2?
2 or 3.
It was 5, wasn't it?
It was 2 or 3.
So with the judge,
I'm just asking how much you had to consume. Just relax.
it's okay. What the judge is asking, I think he's saying 5. What the judge is asking is how many drinks you have. If you're not sure, you're saying it was less than 5, or are you saying it was only 2 to 3? The judge wants to know. So I
And you want to be honest with the
yes, I'm gonna be-
judge. Some people walk in here, well, to tell you the truth, and they're not honest.
Yeah.
And we can read through them.
Yes.
So just tell me how many drinks you had.
I had 2.
You had 2 Jack and Cokes.
Yes.
Was this at a bar?
Yes.
So you're saying you only had 2 shots of alcohol?
But you were drinking more. The judge is asking, and I know you're nervous.
Don't be nervous.
Very true. Judge is saying not just those drinks. What did you have that entire time? So you had a Jack and Coke, you had some beer, you had a White Claw, whatever it is, let me know so that we can, one, be on some page and get.
I've had 3 Jack and Cokes and I had 3 White Claws.
Okay.
I
It
mean,
wasn't so hard, was it?
for that BAC, that 2 Jack and Coke does not make sense.
Why were you pulled over by the police?
Believe I had.
What do you think you did wrong? Forget what they think. I want to know what you think you did wrong.
First of all, get behind the wheel.
I know, but why were you pulled over? You were speeding, weaving, swerving, what
He was
happened?
on the side, he actually pulled over for safety on the side of the road. He was, the officers came up as he was already inside.
Where were you on the side of the road? What street?
I can't remember, Your Honor. I was following my GPS on my way home.
All right, so you pulled over on the side of the road and the officers approached your vehicle?
Yeah.
And did you feel intoxicated at that time?
No, Your Honor.
You didn't? This is a super drunk charge now. Be careful with me. Okay, come on, just tell me the truth.
Yes, Your Honor.
No, I don't want you to lie to me either. I don't want you to guess. This isn't Jeopardy. Stop. Listen to me. Just answer my questions truthfully, okay? Your appearance.
Okay. Good morning, Your Honor. Matthew Wayne on behalf of the Township of Rose Hill.
Good morning to you, Mr. Lee.
Thank you.
So after you had 3 White Claws and 3 Jack and Cokes, you're driving in Groseal Township, right?
Yes, Your
What bar were you at?
Honor. I can't remember, Your Honor.
Was it on Groseal?
I believe so.
You don't know?
Oh, I was just following my GPS, Your Honor.
Were you drinking by yourself or with someone?
I was by myself. I was leaving Captain James.
In Wyandotte?
No, Captain James is in Gibraltar.
And you ended up on Groseal?
Sorry, I just
Okay,
was following my GPS.
okay, and it took you on to Groseal, right?
I believe so.
And,
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, Your Honor.
and you pulled over because you were kind of feeling at that point that you were lost. Is that true or false?
That's true, Your Honor.
And then police approached your vehicle, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
And they had put you through field sobriety tests, is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
And then did they administer a PBT on the road to you, a machine, portable machine?
If I may, Your Honor, they did initially and then didn't register, and then I believe he refused the second time and they tried to. So then they did a blood draw, and that's how we.
Is that right?
Correct, Your Honor.
And counsel, what were the results of the blood draw?
I believe it was 0.2. I don't have the exact number, sorry, Your Honor, but we would stipulate to what the session.
3.26, Your Honor, I believe.
I'm sorry?
I believe it's 0.26.
That's correct.
All right.
So stipulate.
And you stipulate that was an accurate read. Counsel, one thing I'm going to ask that they do, and I'm not criticizing, I'm going to come back to you here in a second.
Yes.
Not you. On these complaints, I need more information. There's no indication what road he was on. You got BAC of 0.17 or higher. There's no indication what street he was on. There's no indication of what it's just a form. And it really needs to be filled in, these blanks. These officers need to fill these in. They don't have what road he was on. They don't have what his blood or blood or intoxilizer results were. I don't look at police reports. It's inappropriate. Are you on probation or parole right now?
No, Your Honor.
Anybody forced you to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
Now, how much did you really? You didn't have just three Jack and Cokes and 3 White Claws and get the 2.6. How much did you really drink?
I've had 5 Jack Cokes, a couple of shots, and a couple of White Claws, 3 White Claws.
What kind of shots?
I believe they were, honestly, Jameson.
Okay. Why don't you tell me about that before? You're not going to be one of these guys lying to me, are you?
No.
Because a lot of them do. Like, I get the feeling it's either the way I look, talk, or act. Most people don't think I'm very intelligent. And I just ask people to be honest with me. You weren't very honest with me. And I don't appreciate that, okay? You made a big mistake. That's really high breathalyzer. You're over 3 times the legal limit. I'm going to accept you're not on probation or parole, you said, correct?
Okay.
Nobody's forced you to plead guilty?
No,
I'll accept your plea to operating while impaired, dismiss the super drunk, dismiss the OWI, and putting the plea on file 692. I'm ordering a screening and assessment. I'm going to set a bond. The only issue I have here is, how are you guys coming up with $670 in false recovery?
yeah, of course, Your Honor.
Yeah, but let me see. I can tell you that for decades here, you can hand it right to my reporter. I can tell you for decades here now, I've been capping the breathalyzers at 150 and the blood draws at 2.25. Now, maybe I need to revisit that, but I'm not going to order $670. I mean,
Yeah, I would just submit, I mean, I understand that,
it's got $670. He's going to get fined and assessed costs, and I don't appreciate him not being truthful with me. He seems like a real nice kid, to be honest with you. I mean, I haven't seen a lot worse, but,
And with respect on it, but I mean, aside from the defendant's demeanor, I mean, the these are just the figures that the township provided. I mean, I believe they provided in honesty. And these are the rates, Your Honor, and that's what my client has. And I understand if of course, the court is well within its rights to depart from that, but that's,
Yeah.
to answer your question, Your Honor.
No, Mr. Wayne, I'm not picking on you. I'm just telling you that I get it. I'm just telling you that I'm not gonna order. Let me ask you a question. You had 3 officers that had spent overtime on the arrest? They were all overtime? Don't answer that. I mean, that's a lot. 3 officers, that's a lot. I mean, so tell them that, you know, I'm not giving more than 2 1/4. And I'm not condoning his conduct. You don't think I'm condoning your conduct, do you? I'm quite sure that we should order a sober link on this.
In Your Honor.
What do you have to say? I'm going to address bond now. What do you have to say?
Oh, Your Honor, thank you. I was just gonna say, if you'll allow me to allow him to make a statement to you, Honor, whenever we're done with this, I think he wants to address what you just mentioned about not telling the truth, because he is a good guy.
What do you want to say to him?
I just want to say I'm sorry, Your Honor. It was really nervous here at the moment. I'm thinking about my future with my children. Yeah,
Future of your children.
future with my children. That's what.
Okay, but were you thinking about the future of your children when you were driving around over 3 times the legal limit? That's a good question.
No.
What does he do for a living? I'm just curious.
Well, he's a mechanic.
Use your brains, will you?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's saying that if we had a conversation about.
You cannot, $1,000 personal bond, you cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate any law. You must appear in court as directed, attend AA 3 times a week. I want you going 3 times a week. I won't put you on a sober limit. This is the first offense, right? No alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal drugs. You cannot leave the state, cannot violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. You don't need to leave the state for any reason, correct?
Oh, yeah.
All right, we'll give you you're gonna then go over to probation, fill out a questionnaire and be interviewed. That's called a screening, and then you're gonna be, or the questionnaire is the screening. And then you're gonna undergo an assessment, and we'll set a sentence date. You'll go over there and you'll get first go down the hall, get your notice. And give you a copy of the bond sheet. I'll put you in here. What do you have for me, Heather? This does not have to be on a gross yield day. We can do this any day. I'd prefer to do some of these on Monday when I've got a retained lawyer, when there's no restitution. If you can find a Monday, we'll just do it at 8:30 and.
We have a probation docket on the 20th.
How are you on July 20th at 8:30?
Oh,
I'm asking your lawyer too.
sorry.
Judge, I'm sorry, you said July 20th.
Yeah, it's a Monday at 8:30. If you can't do it, you can't do it.
I can't do that, yeah.
How about the 27th? Am I here then? I think I am. Can you do the 27th?
27, yes, actually,
We'll do it the 27th. Did he hand you an 8A sheet? You're gonna go every 3 times a week. You're gonna have that form signed. And you're gonna come to court, and every time you come to court, you have to bring it with you. You understand all the bond conditions.
Your Honor, I'm sorry, before you proceed, just, I was not, because I had to exit the courtroom and return some documents. I wasn't present for the entirety, but I believe is the factual basis of the plea. Regarding the reason, what brought the defendant to the Grosse Police Department's attention, he was off the road. A portion of his vehicle was jutting onto the highway. I think that's important because that establishes the requisite probable cause for the Grosse Police Department to investigate.
Is that true, sir?
100%.
Is that true?
Yes, Your Honor.
Don't lie to me again, okay? All right. Good luck. We'll see you back here. Nice.
Thank you.
I think it's great what you're doing for this young man back here.
Thank you, Your Honor.
How long have you been a lawyer now?
2019.
Well, you're well polished for a 6 or 7 year lawyer.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Have a good day.
Brother Prosecutor. Thank you.
We'll see you here then. Thank you.